Welcome to Monday's Market Outlook here at Top Gun Options. Matthew Buckley, my call sign is Wiz. Thoughts and prayers are obviously out to the folks in Houston. My brother actually, he's the CEO of Air Liquide in Houston of the United States. So worried about my brother and his wife and his family, but they're doing all right. Had a tornado warning yesterday, but just absolute devastation. Looking at the pictures, it just reminds you what a flea on the back of Earth we are. All these people worried about the temperature going up a half a degree in 100 years. Give me a break, folks. You know, if you can't predict, all these scientists with global warming, if you can't tell me when life begins or how many genders there are, spare me your opinion of the temperature or what the weather is going to be in 100 years. But really, the devastation is just, it's awful. So you think you're having a bad Monday, take a look at the TV. Okay, last week at Top Gun Options headquarters here on the beach in Fort Lauderdale. Going to be heading to downtown Fort Lauderdale here soon in Las Olas. Going to be doing a walkabout actually of Florida until my new place is ready. Heading to, I think I'm going to go crash in Coral Gables down in the Keys, maybe over to the West Coast for a little bit, do a little walkabout around here. Kind of the same thing the market's doing right now. Remember last week, guys, we, let's pull up stock charts, or no, stockcharts.com. We copied and pasted what happened in the middle of April to right now, and we've absolutely nailed exactly what's going on in the markets here. We're holding underneath this 50-day moving average. We're kind of waiting for a catalyst to take us higher. So let's put in SPX and pull that up. But we really are, you know, we're just kind of grinding higher with this wall of worry, which I hate to use that term, but that's kind of what we're doing. We're hanging underneath this 50-day moving average, waiting for a catalyst to drive us to the upside. So here you go. Here's what I say. Here's the middle of April when we went through the 50-day. I said now support is going to become resistance, and we held under the 50-day until we got a catalyst to the upside. When we imploded a couple weeks ago, there's North Korea. I said that buy that dip, and then here's the Gary Cohn and Steve Mnuchin are going to leave, all the CEOs, Trump's a racist. Now, same thing. I said we're going to hold under the 50-day moving average, and we're waiting for a catalyst. Obviously, in my opinion, the catalyst is down and to the right here, in my opinion. We have the September. All the beautiful people are getting back from Aspen and the Hamptons, and next week, after the 3-day weekend, is when the market's going to start waking up here. We have low volume, you know, October, we got the potential debt ceiling. We saw last week, and the president was throwing some red meat to a supporter saying, don't give me a wall. I'd rather shut down the government. That freaked the market out. But Steve Mnuchin, our Treasury Secretary, in a press conference last week said, hey, man, remember when I said we'd get tax reform done by August? I was wrong. Then he said, he's really going from Wall Street to Washington. Now he's a politician. Last week at the White House, he said, I hope we'll get it done by the end of the year. So, folks, I think the risk to this market is to the downside, even though the trend is your friend. Why? We got the debt ceiling in October, and we also have North Korea. Don't forget, man, just because, you know, the cameras or Comedy Central isn't talking about North Korea doesn't mean, you know, he ran underground and said, hey, guys, they're not paying attention to us. Everybody stop building the nukes, and let's wait for the cameras. Oh, wait, the cameras are back. Now they care about us. That's not what's happening. We still have a carrier battle group. That's still there, folks. And remember, Trump said either China and the world deals with North Korea or we will. We'll handle it. We handle everything. So October, in my opinion, we're going to see a lot of volatility. That's why last week I did a free webinar and talked about getting long S&P 500 puts out to October and also long volatility in the mid-20s on the VIX. So we're going to hang underneath here. I'd love the catalyst to bring us above the 50-day moving average to be something happy and good. I don't know, man. I just don't feel it. So make sure you have those hedges on. It's not just a cheesy tagline at the end of these videos when I say happy hunting, meaning go out there and score some kills, but make sure you hedge means you ready for this brilliant Monday wizism? You can't win if you're losing, okay? So make sure you hedge. Big week as far as macroeconomic data. I'm not even going to get into everything. We have Case-Shiller, the conference boards, consumer confidence. We got some FOMC lieutenants speaking, crude oil. Hell, half the crude oil in the United States is being knocked out in Houston. The biggest thing, we got personal income, personal spending. The biggest thing, obviously, is Friday. The first Friday of every month is what? NFP, non-farm payroll. This is the first time in a couple months where I've seen it under a 200 number. Well, the print has been above 200, but the prediction down here 180. So I think that's ballparkish. I got to be honest with you, man. How many times in these sit reps or in my live trading sessions have you seen this page up lately? I haven't looked at Forex. I look at it every day. I mean, I haven't brought this up as a potential mover of markets because a lot of this macroeconomic data just that would move the markets in the old days. Market's shrugging at it now. You see these little red fire-looking things? It means high impact expected. I think Forex Factory needs to change their colors here. It's a lot of these are shrugs. Janet and Mario last week were kind of very, very dovish. And, low interest rates, a lack of just absolutely horrific happening is going to grind this market higher. But remember, bottom to the right is where the thread is, okay? Remember, folks, if you want to join our Wingman group coaching, our next group of elite traders, it's usually it's a little hedge fund, folks. Our volatility arbitrage trader, Doug Robertson, takes a select group of traders and takes them for 6 to 8 weeks, and you kind of learn all the positions of a hedge fund. Really cool program. And once you're a Wingman Group coaching member, you get 50% off all the future sessions, okay? So head to go.topgunoptions.com/get-WGC. That means get-Wingman Group coaching. Click on this little bar right here, and Doug will give you a call to see if this program is right for you, okay? I got to go. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll be back with Tuesday's market sit rep tomorrow.